I'm Mike Sherman. The NBA released its version of the Christmas catalog today, only if Christmas was being canceled because Santa was locking out the elves.
That's right. We are being tempted with some great games, but will we actually get to see any of these? From the Opoko Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching The Press Row. I'm Jenni Carlson. Mike, we've got it in front of us. We've got a schedule. Are we actually going to see any of these games?
Well, nobody's canceling Christmas or canceling the NBA season, but we're in a lockout. And there's players like Darren Williams who's already going to play in Turkey, and Kevin Durant's talking about playing other places and actually playing in the Philippines. Nobody's talking about this schedule. Nobody will be talking about it tomorrow because it's too painful. We see this date with the Lakers. The Thunder's supposed to open against the Lakers on the same night Shaquille O'Neal opens as a TNT analyst. Great theater, not going to happen. Charles Barkley from TNT says they're not even going to play the season. Have you ever heard of something being rolled out in such circumstances? Like I said, when I was a kid, I remember getting the Sears and Roebuck catalog and looking at it, just knowing that I would get some of those things for Christmas. Actually, I got a couple. But imagine if they gave you this catalog and said, you can look at it, but you're not getting any of it.
Well, and there's actually a Christmas catalog where that's true. It's the Neiman Marcus catalog. They do things like limited edition cars and diamond-studded clothing items that nobody can possibly afford. At least not anybody that's sort of in the normal realm of things. You know, you look at it and you can sort of be amazed by it, but you never are actually going to get any of that. And that sort of feels like what this NBA schedule is. And there are some great little tidbits to the Thunder schedule. Thunder have 5 of their first 6 games on the road. It's a really interesting run of games that includes the Lakers, the Mavs, the Knicks, the Bulls. And those are all road games. That doesn't even include the home opener against the Pacers. A lot of playoff teams in those early games, but you're almost like that's never going to happen. And you have to look later in the schedule to even be thinking about games that might happen. They had to put this out to hold the dates, but really that's about all that you're doing with this schedule coming out.
Well, for Oklahoma City Thunder fans, people who have packed the Oklahoma City Arena for 3 years, the people who have really just sort of made this place something that the nation's talking about during the NBA season, they have to be really worried because these games early in the season, you don't know what's going to be played. The last time the NBA had a work stoppage, 99, they didn't start playing until after the first of the year. They played 50 games. It's going to wipe out a bunch of games. We're going to have to analyze. Take a look at how many conference are they going to rejigger this? The whole thing is under a cloud, which almost makes you wonder, why did the NBA release it at all? Last year was in August before they released it. You wonder sometimes. They released it early. They got it out there. Is this some sort of negotiating ploy? This put pressure on the players? Like, come on, there's a schedule. Fans want to see you out there. We have these dates. Come on back.
Yeah, and I don't think it's any of that. I don't think this is a sign that the lockout is any closer to being over. I think this is just the NBA saying, hey, we have to reserve these dates. I don't think it means anything positive to the end of the lockout. We've seen no signs, unless the sides are negotiating in complete and utter darkness, and we're not seeing any of this. You just don't hear anything that is going on amongst these combatant sides in this whole thing, which makes me believe there's really no way that training camp starts on time. There's no way the season starts on time. And then I think you have to, if there's a shortened season, if they do actually have some games, then you have to wonder, does this schedule get just thrown out the window and you start over again because you have to play so many games against your division, you have to play so many games against the rest of the league, you're looking at Eastern Conference foes, maybe only one game against those teams, then does a team like Miami never come to Oklahoma City? A lot of questions out there that we really don't have any answers to. So while it's kind of interesting to look at this, it's really not very fun because you have no idea if this is ever going to happen. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.